So some of you guys have been watching us for quite a while now, but we thought it'd be a fun idea to share 10 things about us that you may not know. And we're going to talk about those things coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to another Sunday night sit down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Talent.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday night sit down is being brought to you by Policy Genius, where you can find a really awesome tool on their website to help you figure out if you have the proper amount of insurance to meet the needs of your family. All you have to do is go to hisandhermoney.com/policygenius. And of course, we'll have the link below in the description box.
Well, guys, as my hubby mentioned here, we are going to share with you guys 10 random facts that you may know about us and then you may not. So a few weeks ago, Jen from How Jen Does It, love that girl, love her channel, love it a lot. She tagged us on Instagram, and along with some other people as well too. So you guys may have seen it going around on Instagram, but she tagged us for us to be able to share 10 random facts about ourselves. And so we thought it was fun. But not only did we post it there, we then was challenged by Jamie from Border Bananas. Love that girl as well too in her channel. She said, I double dare you, anybody that has their 10 random facts, to put it on YouTube. So that's what we did. We thought, hey, we think that it would be fun. Sometimes the Sunday night sit down videos can be very serious. You know, we're reprimanding you guys, telling you all, get this in order and get that in order. We want to kind of like keep today or keep this particular episode a little bit light and fun. So you may see us looking down. It's because I put everything on my phone. So we will read them to you guys now. So 10 random facts. You want to start?
All right.
Or you want me to start?
You can go ahead. Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay. So one fact about myself that you may not know is that I have an identical twin sister. Yes, I do. Identical twin sister. We are 9 minutes apart. Extremely close. But what you guys may not know, we were born prematurely. We were born about 2 months earlier than we should have been born. And I almost died, you guys. I almost died. I had to stay in the hospital for almost 2 months. We weighed like 3 and 4 pounds each. My lungs collapsed. I still have like the marks where they put the tubes and stuff like on my side. I still have like the scars and things like that from that, but I thank God that I'm alive. The Lord had a purpose for me, so he kept me here on this earth.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have an identical twin. I don't have a brother at all. And matter of fact, I don't have a sister either.
You have my brothers and sisters, right?
So the first
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the first fact about me is that I am an only child. That's right. I grew up by myself. Don't feel sad for me. I was quite fine. I had a loving mother and father, plenty of friends, but I did often play with G.I. Joes by myself and make little situations going on. I used to tie string, and it was quite fun. You know, I didn't have to share anything, but I also didn't have anybody to share things with. So it comes with the good and the bad, but I turned out all right.
You did. A lot of people think that because you may not have brothers or sisters that you're like extremely spoiled. No, your mom and dad didn't spoil you at all. So yeah, you turned out great. Another fact about myself, because I am an identical twin, my parents almost named us. Now, her name is Taryn, like Karen, but with a T, T-A-R-I-N. My name is Ty. Well, we were almost named Summer and Winter. I kind of think that's cute, you know, but at the same time, I was like, when I was in high school, I was so happy. I told my parents, I'm so happy you all didn't name us Summer Winter, because a lot of people have been like, oh, isn't that cute? That's twin stuff, you know, but they were going to name us Summer Winter simply because they loved both names, not because they were seasons and they were trying to like make us all matchy-matchy. They just loved the names. My mother loved Summer and she loved Winter. So I like to always tell my sister that my name probably would have been Summer and she would have been Winter, because she was born first. And we were born in February, so it was the winter month. So she would have been Winter, I would have been Summer. I kind of like Summer a little bit better. She's like, no, I want to be Summer. So, yeah.
Now, you may have noticed that my name is a tad bit unique. Talat, T-A-L-A-A-T. It's actually an Egyptian name, and it means to rise. So my mother always would tell me that as an encouragement, whenever situations came about, remember that you are Talat and you are to rise above any situation or obstacle that comes your way. And I've always held that close to my heart, and I always think on it in those times where things are in front of me that seem too big to overcome. I rise.
And a fact about myself, my name means, for a name so small, it means very large. For many years, I didn't know what Ty meant. A lot of people thought that my name was short for something. They thought maybe it was Taisha or something. I'm like, no. Every time I always had to explain, no, my name really is Ty. And I found out I don't know, it was probably, maybe over 10 years now, someone actually told me, your name means, for a name so small, it means very large. So I was like, wow, I didn't know that. And then I also found out that in Africa, if you are a twin, the oldest, the firstborn name would be Ty. And I'll be like, every time somebody tells me that, I'm like, actually, really? My name is Ty, but I'm the second born. And it's just like, wow, what about the coincidence? It was just strange, but that's what my name means.
Speaking of other lands, I have lived in 2 foreign countries during my life, both as a result of my 12-year career in the United States Army. I spent 1 year living in South Korea on the border between North and South Korea, and it was an experience. Lots of different food and different people and different languages. Yeah. But it was quite the memorable experience. I still have plenty of great memories from the times that I spent in South Korea. My other trip overseas was not so much fun. I spent 365 days on the dot in the deserts of Iraq, again serving in the United States Army in defense of our country. That year had some memories too, but I try to not remember those.
Thank you for your service, by the way. And another fact about me that you may not know, when I was in high school, I was voted, in the yearbook. Remember in the yearbook? Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, we should probably do facts about ourselves too, like a couple one. Maybe we'll do that in the future. If you guys want to see that, leave us a comment below. But we actually met in high school, believe it or not.
That's right.
That's not part of the 10 facts, but we did meet in high school. And you remember in high school when our senior year, our yearbooks came out, mm-hmm. Everybody had to be voted. Like
most likely to do this and that.
I was voted most likely to own or host my own talk show.
What?
Can you believe that?
Like this right here?
Yeah.
What?
And when everybody voted me for that, I was a little like, what? Like, where did y'all get that from? I had no idea. And I'm like, you know what? They were speaking into my life back then, And I'm like, most likely on your own talk. Where did you all get that from? Is it because I talk too much, which I didn't think that I did? Or they probably just saw star quality. I'm thinking.
You're a star.
And now look, I'm not going to tell you guys how many years we've been out of high school, but thank God I have been able to be on a few talk shows, but now I consider the His and Her Money YouTube channel our own talk show.
That's right.
Yep.
For me, the next fact that you don't know is that I have not 1 but 2 tattoos, one on each arm. I have an angel with my mother's name, and on the other arm I have a scroll with a quote that my dad would always tell me: winners never quit and quitters never win. And I have his initials. And I need about 4 more tattoos. No, you don't.
If you guys saw my face.
I need about 4 more tattoos.
No.
I need you guys to intercede on my behalf and pray that the Lord works on my wife's heart.
He's not. He's not going to work on me for that.
To release her, to allow me to finish my tattoo game.
No, that won't be happening. As you guys can see, I sort of despise tattoos. I don't have any whatsoever. And I just think, this is just me. Y'all don't hit me through the screen. But I'm like, why would you want to mark up your skin? Like, why? Like, a lot of times I know people think it's fashion, it's all cute and stuff, but, I mean, you have this scroll on your arm. It was like...
It means something. It's
just because fashion. You put a quote on there that your father said, and angel for your mother. Yeah, but I was like, no.
So you guys
So he wants our kids and all that. I'm like,
yes.
No. Like, when you get older and you have saggy skin, like...
I'm not older yet, so I'm not worried about it.
No, that's not good. My son actually said, Mom, why does Dad draw on his skin? Now, you explain that to your son, okay?
I'll tell him.
And then the last fact about myself that you guys may not know is that I was able to pay off a $13,000 vehicle at the age of 19. That's right, it only took me 13 months. I totally despised debt. Even when I was in high school, I had a lot of plans financially, and I knew that I did not want to have debt. So I went out and I went to the car dealership. I came home with my own car. My parents were like, where did you get that from? How did you do that on your own? Because we told you we weren't co-signing. I never asked my parents to co-sign. I just thought everybody, went to the car dealership when they needed a vehicle and they got a car. I had no idea. And so I was 18, and then I paid it off in 13 months. It was $13,000. I had a job where I was able to earn commission, and I paid that joker off as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and the last fact about me that you may not know is my favorite hobby is, are you ready? Drum roll, please. I like to read. I read books, man. Like, I could just read and not do anything else and be perfectly happy. I think it all started when I was a kid, and I always tell the story, and I don't remember who said it, but somebody, a teacher, I don't remember which one, gave us a quote one day, and I was really young, and it was during Black History Month. And they said, and I don't even know if it's a real quote, but it stuck with me. It said, if you want to hide anything from a black man, put it in a book.
Yeah.
And obviously, I never forgot that quote. And I've been a fan of the library and Amazon ever since. And I just love to read.
Was it an African-American teacher that told you that?
No, I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
Probably.
But because of that, it spurred me into reading, and I have not put books down since. I'm currently challenging myself like never before, and right now I'm in the middle of a challenge to read 52 books in 52 weeks, and I am on track.
He sure is, guys. Like, he'll be like sitting anywhere, and he'll pull out his phone, and he'll be like on Kindle, and just like, and I'm like, hubby, you know, but he loves to read, and yeah, I love that about him as well too. Now, your girl, on the other hand, I enjoy reading, but it's just finding the time to read. I tell him, wow, it must be great that you can read 52 books, you know, in a year. And I'm like, my goal is like, can I just get one a month? You know, just one a month. And so, yeah, reading is a good thing. I think everybody should read. There's so much knowledge, so much information. We learned a lot financially, so especially when we decide to get married. Oh my gosh, we read, and we still like to read. And yeah, and if you guys are interested in reading, go on over to our website, hisandhermoney.com. We have a ton of information over there for you guys. If you all enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
And don't forget to go and subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or Stitcher Radio. It's called The His and Her Money Show, and it's one of the top-rated podcasts in the business investing section, so you are missing out if you are not subscribed. You can head on over to iTunes and just search for The His and Her Money Show and subscribe today. Well, guys, it's been great.
This was fun, and we hope you guys enjoyed it as well, too.
That's right. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.